What is and how to be eligible for public service loan forgiveness? Whether you desire to work in local government or as a social worker, careers in public service can be fulfilling and advantageous to the community. Public Service Loan Forgiveness, PSLF, was implemented by the federal government to incentivize more people to work for nonprofit organizations and the government. A portion of college debts cancelled tax-free for individuals who engage in public service occupations and make 120 loan installments under this program. Borrowers have seen a great deal of relief from PSLF, while just a tiny percentage of applications have been granted thus far. As of August 2022, the average sum forgiven through PSLF was 97,221. Here is all the information you need to apply for loan forgiveness through PSLF and learn about the program if you're interested in pursuing it. What is forgiveness of public service loans? The College Cost Reduction and Access Act of 2007 included the federal loan forgiveness program known as Public Service Loan Forgiveness, PSLF. After making 120 qualifying monthly payments, qualified borrowers who work full-time for nonprofit organizations or federal, state, local, or tribal governments may be eligible for loan forgiveness under the PSLF. Your federal direct student loan balance will be cancelled once the required payments have been made. What is the process for forgiving public service loans? It will take you at least 10 years to finish PSLF because you have to make 120 qualifying monthly payments before you can have your loans forgiven. It cannot be sped up, and you are unable to hasten loan forgiveness by making additional payments. Payments that qualify. Monthly payments made under an authorized repayment plan while working full-time for a qualified employer qualify as qualifying payments. Payments made during your loan grace period, loan deferment, or while enrolled in school will not be applied toward the 120 required payments. You may only make qualifying monthly payments when you are obligated to make a payment. Plans for repayment. In order to benefit from public service loan forgiveness, you will need to change your payment schedule. You will pay back your loans on a standard repayment plan in 10 years, and any residual debt will not be forgiven. Alternatively, you can enroll in an income-driven repayment (IDR) plan, where your monthly payments are determined by the size of your family and your income. Under an IDR plan, your payments may be drastically lowered, depending on your circumstances. Taxes. The Internal Revenue Service does not see the loan balance forgiven through PSLF as income, in contrast to some other types of loan forgiveness or discharge. On the amount of your student loans that has been forgiven, you won't be required to pay federal income taxes. Which jobs qualify for loan forgiveness for public service? Your employer's status is what determines forgiveness under PSLF. Your job is not significant. If your employer is a government agency or nonprofit that meets the eligibility requirements, you may be eligible for PSLF regardless of your profession, such as marketing, security guard, accountant, or lawyer. Your term of service also qualifies if you are a full-time member of the Peace Corps or Army Corps. Employers that are not eligible for PSLF include labor unions, partisan political organizations, and for-profit businesses. What happens if I already repaid my loan using the wrong repayment plan or loan type? Let's say you were enrolled in the incorrect repayment plan or your student loans are ineligible, even if you have been making payments on them. Do those payments remain eligible for PSLF credit? In most cases, the response would be no. Nonetheless, many of these payments are now eligible for PSLF according to temporary adjustments that the Department of Education notified. Any payments made during that period can be applied toward the 120 payments required for forgiveness, provided that your employer was one that qualified for the PSLF. Some borrowers may need to file a PSLF form by October 31st, 2022 to ensure that all of their payments are counted. By the same day, borrowers with loans for which they are ineligible may also need to consolidate their debt. The Federal Student Aid website has all the information you need to know about the necessary actions. Certify your employment annually. It is a good idea to certify your employment every year or whenever you change jobs, even though it is not necessary. You have two options for certifying your employment. Download the employment certification form, fill it out, and use the PSLF help tool. A part of the form needs to be filled out and signed by an authorized person from your employer. An authorized official is someone who can verify the status of current or past employees and has access to your employment information. Managers or staff members in charge of human resources are examples of authorized officials. Monitor your invoices. Your loan servicer will transfer your loans to Fed Loan Servicing, the PSLF loan servicer, once you submit the employment certification form. After reviewing your paperwork, Fed Loan Servicing will calculate the number of qualifying payments you have made thus far. You will receive a letter from the servicer detailing the number of payments you have made. It will only be possible to amend the amount of qualifying payments if you file a fresh employer certification form. Nevertheless, by setting up an online account with your loan servicer and accessing your loan information and payment history, you can keep track of your payments. Submit your application for PSLF. Upon completion of 120 qualifying monthly payments and 10 years of employment for an eligible company, you may apply for Public Service Loan Forgiveness. Application for forgiveness. You have two options for filling out the form. Either download it, use the PSLF help tool, or submit it to the same address or fax number as your yearly employment certification form. In the event that your application is accepted, you will be notified that the outstanding sum has been waived. Should you have made any extra payments, you would receive a refund for those amounts. Consolidate your student loans. Consider consolidating your federal student loans with a direct consolidation loan if you have any that are not eligible for PSLF, such as FFEL or Perkins loans. The loans will be eligible for PSLF and join the direct loan program if you consolidate them. Online applications are accepted for direct consolidation loans. Benefit from income-driven discharge for repayment. You can be qualified for IDR plan discharge if your employment is for a for-profit company and you aren't eligible for PSLF. By using this method, you can apply for an IDR plan and receive a lower monthly payment. If your student loans aren't completely completed at the conclusion of your payback period, your remaining debt may be erased after 20 to 25 years, depending on your repayment plan. On the amount that is forgiven, you could have to pay income taxes, nevertheless. Refinance your student loans. PSLF or IDR programs are not available to borrowers with private student loans. Refinancing your student loans is an additional option if that is the situation and you require assistance with debt management. By using this tactic, you apply to a private bank or other financial organization for a loan to cover the remaining amount of your current debt. There will be changes to the terms and conditions of your new loan. You might be eligible for a better interest rate than you currently have on your student loans, depending on your credit, income, and other debt. Refinancing your student loans can really help you save money over time and pay off your debt more quickly. As we conclude our financial education journey, remember that mastering your finances is a lifelong process. By equipping yourself with knowledge and making informed decisions, You pave the way for financial stability and prosperity. Whether it's budgeting, investing, or planning for retirement, the principles of financial literacy empower you to take control of your economic future. Keep learning, stay disciplined, and embrace the opportunities that come your way. Here's to your financial success. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.